Hi, friends. Let's go through and correct this one that we just worked on. Now, remember, I loved hearing Mrs. M say this to you guys. This is what I've always told all of my students and my own kids. We really don't want to erase your answers. I want to be able to see what it is that you wrote down, which shows your thinking. So even if you put something down and it's not what I wrote down, so maybe it isn't exactly correct, it still is showing how you were thinking and it shows your work. And honestly, your work and the numbers that you put down and the way you try to figure out a problem is worth more than even necessarily just getting a right answer. So it's really important to stay in the habit of not erasing your work. You can just get your colorful pen, whatever you want, any kind of pen to write over or next to your own work. Okay, so Joe has $3. If we use our cubes here, we're going to circle the important information. Joe has $3, and I think the has is kind of important there. He has $3 already. I'm going to circle that. He wants to buy a book that costs $12. Okay, so let's put cost $12. That means that's going to be our total of how much he needs to buy this book. How many more dollars does he need to buy the book? So here's our question for you. We're going to underline our question. How many more dollars does he need to buy the book? And then we're going to box keywords. And the keywords to me are how many more? How many more does he need? Okay, so we know that he has 3. It's going to cost 12. How many more does he need? We're going to evaluate or so figure out what our our picture would look like. So I'm going to say Joe has $3. Okay, so here's Joe, my J for Joe. He's got $3. I'm just going to do some kind of rectangle boxes because to me that's a picture of what it looks like, maybe $1. So Joe's got 3 of these. You don't have to do this, but I'm just putting a dollar sign in there. Okay, he's got $3. But how many does he need? He needs to have a total of 12. So what I would do is I would say, I would even maybe color in mine what he has. Joe has 3, but he needs to have 12. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, here's $12. He has 3. He needs this many total, but he has 3. So how many more does he need? How many more does he need? That's our question. Well, he's got 3, so let's count how many. He needs to get all of this. So let's count how many he has here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If all of this equals 12, but he has 3, these are the ones he needs. So how many does he need? He needs 9. He needs $9. And the way I can check that is I can say 3 plus something equals 12, right? We know that he needs 12. He has 3. How many more does he need? Well, 9, 10, 11, 12. To me, this feels like a challenging problem. This seems like we're starting off with kind of a hard, higher level problem. So anybody who went through and got this, I am so proud of you, and all of you that tried and attempted to figure this out. Good job on that one. I think this was a challenge. So good work on that one. Let's move on to the next one. Find the missing parts. We've got 10. 10 is our total, right? So if we have 4 here and we need to get to 10, it's just like this one. We're starting with 4. We need to get to 10. Can I draw a picture? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? He's got 4. I need to get to 10. So I'm going to keep counting on to 10. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see how I did that? I have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I kept counting up to 10. So how many do I have here? Now I'm going to count these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 6 there. So 4 plus 6 equals a total of 10. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. I've got a total of 12. So I know I'm going to need 12 up here. And they gave me 6 already. So I'm going to do 6. You know what? Let's see. Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 here. Now I need to keep counting. I'm going to put my marks on this side to 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I counted up to 12. I've got 6 here. Let's count how many we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 plus 6 equals 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's do this one. I've got a total of 10. They showed me that there's 10. And what's missing? Well, I've got 8. So how many is missing? I'm going to count my 8 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep counting over here. 9, 10. How many are on this side? 2. So I've got 2. 8 plus 2 equals 10. All right, on my add and subtract, you have several different strategies, but I'm going to do once I decide if it's adding or subtracting, I'm going to count on or count backwards. And I will use my fingers. So I know I've got 6. I'm going to count on from 6. I'm going to say 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was 6 fingers that I just added, and 6 plus 6 equals 12. This one, 10 plus 0. I'm going to start with 10. I'm going to say 10 plus 0 is 10. Good job on that one. And 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3 is a magic combo. We haven't talked about that with you, but for me, I always have my magic combos memorized. And a magic combo is when you have 2 numbers put together equal 10. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute here. 7, I've got 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know, because I've been memorizing for a long time, 7 plus 3 is 10. Because anytime we can put 2 numbers together to get to 10, 10's kind of a magic number. It makes life so easy. So I love any 2 numbers that we can combine for a combo to make 10. So 7 and 3 is a magic combo. We'll talk about those later on in the week. Now I see I'm subtracting. 6 minus 1. I have 6. And I'm going to minus or take away 1. What do I have left? 5. And now I've got 6. Again, 6 minus 5. I've got 6 fingers. I'm going to take away 5. What do I have left? 1. Now another strategy I'm going to show you, and I'm not sure if you practice this one very much at all, but when I've got 7 minus 6, I can do it with my fingers. I can take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that I would have 1 left. Or I start with this number, my lower number, and I count on is up to my bigger number. So I would start at 6 and I would go like this. I would say 6, 7. Oh, and I made it to 7 already, and that was one finger. So that would be 1. Okay, write the number. Now, I explained earlier, these are blocks of 10 blocks. So I'm going to just start counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm going to put 100 here. So I know I have 100 here because sometimes it's hard for me to think past 100. So I've got 100. All of these equals 100. Now I've got these. But I know that this is 10. So 100 and then 10 more is 110. So I'm going to write that because that will help me not forget. So in case I have to go back, I don't have to count all over. So now I know that all of these equals 110. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Now I've got 3 more. So I'm not going to count by tens anymore. I'm not going to say 120 because I'm just going to be adding 1 more onto my 110. So what comes one after 110? 111. So this is 111, 112, 113. So all together I have 113. Okay. Let's circle the greater number. I've got 27 and I've got 23. They both say 20. So it's hard to tell if I'm looking at my tens, right? But then since these are even, since my tens are even, they're both in the 20s. Then I look at my 7 or my 3. I look at my ones. Which is greater, 7 or 3? 27 or 23? Well, I would rather have $27. So 27 is greater. Did the tens or the ones help you decide? Did we look? Well, our tens here is 20, 20. That did not help us decide. So our ones, we had a 7 and a 3. So in this case, the ones helped us decide. So we decided that 27 is greater, so I'm going to write 27 first. 27 is greater than 23. Greater. This is greater. Also, it's greater because I've got 2 dots here, and 2 is greater than 1 dot there. Greater than. Circle the greater number. I've got 75 and 43. Would you rather have 75 or 43? Well, I'm going to look at my tens. I've got a 7 and a 4 in my tens places. So what's greater between 7 and 4? 7. So 75. Did the tens or the ones help us decide? In this case, it was our tens. Now write the numbers. What is greater? 75 is greater than 43. Okay, good job. I think there were some challenging ones on there. I love how hard you guys worked. You can go ahead and do for your own challenge for today. Do your chapter 10 L1B if you would like, but you certainly don't have to. Nice work on that, and we'll see you tomorrow.